See, this my letter to the man behind the gun. As I look down your barrel, my life freezes as this world stops and I forget how to run. Bang! By the end of the gun, crack, the bullet pierces my chest, jumps out my back. Bang, bang, I fade to black. I scream out into the darkness. Is this all you got? I've been living in hell, so what if it gets a little hot? I ain't never known love. My mama, she loved her rockin' since I licked her best trick. From that day on, I fell in love with the Glock. I ain't mad at the shooter, God, I'm mad at you. The world's a ghetto when you sit back and watch it like it's the newest movie on pay-per-view. See, I prayed for my mama, but you fed her to the wolves and took my grandma when I was 9, and she was the only thing I knew that was good. Respect you, what? I'm trying my hardest to neglect you. I felt you tugging on my soul when I was standing over his body in the cold with that banging to his dome, and you told me to forgive, dude. Bang! I leave the forgiveness up to you, because you ain't never forgave me for anything that I do. I gotta protect me. I taught myself how to shoot. And why you love them Christians so much and you ain't never loved me? Why didn't I hear your voice when I prayed and my grandma told me to listen for you to speak? Why am I so much different from them? Is it because my pants sag low when I keep my eyes below this brim? You feel me? Just as I thought, I'm facing death and you still don't hear me. But at that moment, I felt a distant voice and it felt close. A darkness lit up and everything was exposed. Standing over his body, I looked up at the shooter. It was a demon on his left shoulder and his left ear saying, shoot. He had his nails in his back as if he was directing every motion. I wouldn't have never noticed until that light shined on that dark place and that still voice said, you've been blinded by your emotions. See, that distant voice, it isn't so distant. I realized I heard it before. Then I seen a figure come out of that light. It was like something out of a movie. But see, this tragedy wasn't scored. He says, are you done yet? I grip my teeth like, nah, I ain't even started. He shrugs his shoulders and says, that's the problem. See, you got this thing all figured out and ain't created nothing. I separated the sky from the sea, rose up land and spread its seed, and you got the nerve to be boasting. I scream out, yeah, but what you done for me? He reached out his 2 hands with 2 holes and said, I died so you could breathe. If you love me so much, why I had to face death to hear from you? That's because you chose to listen to a lie, made my truth unacceptable. And just because you didn't hear me doesn't mean I wasn't talking. And just because you didn't feel me running with you doesn't mean I wasn't walking. You only made it this far because I had my hands around you. The devil been asking me for you. He said, look what I've done with one of yours, but that's only because he couldn't see what I had in view. I heard your cries when you prayed for your mama and felt your soul mourn when your grandma died and the world fell silent. It was I who removed your mama. She was drawing you away from the king. And your grandma, she had enough of this world. She fulfilled her purpose with you. So I brought you home to live with me. Nah, you ain't been through hell, not even close. But I had drug you through the mud well. You can say I've given you a dose. See, you've always been fam. You've been a part of the plan. See, I'm raising up an army to break Satan's chains, and you're going to be my battling ram. Soldiers, they just follow orders. I need warriors to fight my battles. So when I pull Johnny out of that cage and he engages in that Mortal Kombat, every fatality will make Satan bones rattle. You've been too selfish thinking it's all about you, but been too blind to see that it really was. See, I'm a potter. Where I see clay, you see mud. So when I put that clay on that potter's wheel and remove everything that's unnecessary, while you only see a lump, I see the finished product, but you have to be reborn to see that vision clearly. Nah, I ain't dead yet, but I did kill that sinful nature. I'm no longer a stranger. You may not see me around, but you gonna know I'm there like the vapors. You've been commissioned, so listen, your mission, you ain't got no choice but to accept the outline is in the text. You're a part of a body. It's like an engine. It won't move without its pistons. So arise, I bring you back like Lazarus. And you seen the light like Paul on his way to Damascus. Light flashes, boom, I wake up in the hospital and I see you. I've been looking up at the ceiling like, God, I see you. So as I sit in this bed writing this letter to the man behind the gun, I want you to know I forgive you. You wasn't in control of what you done. I reach out my heart to you and hope that you don't run, because there's a God that loves you and shows you by sending his only son. My letter to the man behind the gun.